As the battle over who is going to take over Charlie Kirk heats up, Megyn Kelly has thrown her hat in the ring.
Nice to meet you. I do disagree, I think, with some of the things that you have said, but I also disagree with some of the things that have been said about Israel in regarding to what Candace Owens has said, what Ben Shapiro has said. But I feel like I do agree with you in the sum that you sometimes will take a more nuanced approach and criticize them or agree with them. But I wanted to ask.
He correctly pointed out that Megyn Kelly is neither here nor there. As far as conservative grifters go, she's one of the worst. She knows the Republican grassroots are against Israel. So she plays this middle ground because she doesn't want to offend her Jewish friends like Bill Ackman, and to see how the support for Israel go, and to see where Trump is heading. So that way, wherever Trump goes, she goes.
I disagree with the Republicans. I feel like they're being vague about Israel. And so I wonder if places, I'm asking for specific people. Do people like Bill Ackman, Robert Shillman, or AIPAC, are they influencing American politicians? Are they influencing popular YouTubers? Are they influencing people like Fox News? And God forbid, are they influencing our president and the decisions that are made?
You might be the one person in America that agrees neither with Ben Shapiro nor with Candace Owens. I don't understand where you are. So I don't know what the answer to that is, whether Bill Ackman is influencing President Trump on Israel. I mean, I think President Trump, especially on foreign policy, has come to his own conclusions. You know, look what he just said about Ukraine yesterday. You know, he's suddenly flipped the switch and he was like, I think they could win the whole territory back. What? And then some, he said. Wait, what? Trump is actually, you can see his evolution as he deals with foreign policy.
For Megyn Kelly, only Trump gets a pass when it comes to his evolution of his policy. The hypocrisy is just unreal. This is the same woman who criticized Biden for reckless decision to escalate the Russian-Ukraine war. Trump went from promising to end the Ukraine war in 24 hours to wanting Ukraine to not only take over the land, but take Russia's territory as well. This is a drastic escalation. And guess what? She gave him a pass. Because that would mean the United States getting even more involved in the Ukraine war. The same exact thing that MAGA have been criticizing Biden for. I am sure MAGAs are going to claim that this is some sort of 3D chess that Trump is playing. Just like they said that the meeting with Putin in Alaska was 3D chess. And also, when Trump humiliated Zelensky in the White House and inaccurately blamed him for starting the war in Russia, between Russia and Ukraine, and MAGA claimed that was 3D chess as well. And here's the result. That has encouraged Putin to be more aggressive and to take more land. He gave Putin the wrong body language, and that encouraged Putin more and more. He think if he placate Putin and please Putin, he's going to do what he wants. No, that's not how it works. They see that as weakness, and Trump is weak. We predicted this back then, and now here we are. When Trump said he was going to do a mineral deal with Ukraine, the MAGA, they said, oh, this is 3D chess. She would dare not oppose Trump for the fear of losing his supporters or being targeted by Trump. Here is what Megyn Kelly said about Trump's Ukraine policy just a month ago.
I think we've got to take a second to pause about something that might cause Trump some trouble here. Conversations about America being involved in some sort of standby, peacekeeping, security force. I don't know if many Americans want boots on the ground in Ukraine. What do you say?
No, not only no, hell no. No, there is very little support here back in the United States for this war and for the United States participation in this war, even by sending weapons or money, never mind Americans. It's not going to happen. Even President Trump could not sell that to the MAGA base. I mean, they're already mad about a couple of other things he's done, and the goodwill is not there. So no, but European troops, sure. I mean, that's why we were told we were striking the whole land agreement with Ukraine, like we were going to have an investment in their minerals and their ore, and we were going to help mine it, and that was going to give us a vested interest there, which would allegedly deter President Putin from possibly, launching another invasion in the future. Oh, wow, I don't want to tick off America. They've got investments there. There is no way this country's going to get behind American boots on the ground. No.
Now, I know they're not the story, but they tell the story. What about the garbage of the media in the past few days? Oh, Putin was given the red carpet treatment. Zelensky was given the side door treatment. This is just like sort of high school psychobabble gossip crap.
Yeah, they have no idea how to conduct a negotiation that would lead to the end of this war.
Obviously, Trump has no idea either. During the meeting with Putin in Alaska, Trump was completely outmatched. We said that back then, and now, a month later, they're realizing that Trump got dog walked by Putin.
By the way, neither does Trump, but at least he has a lifetime of deal making and the power to actually do it. So why not let him do it the Trump way? I mean, this is just people obsessing for the point of obsessing. It's criticizing just for the sake of criticizing, just because it's their favorite pastime when it comes to this guy. There's no world in which Donald Trump, who is a showman, is going to invite another world leader, someone like Vladimir Putin over here, without putting on some sort of show with pomp and circumstance. No way. I have been to Donald Trump's celebrity apprentice events that had more red carpet and bunting than Vladimir Putin got. So by Trump standards, it was actually subdued. The whole thing was quintessential Trump, a red carpet, half for him, by the way, not just for Putin, but him, rhetorically sort of saying, look, I rolled out the red carpet for you. I'm treating you well. I'm treating you with respect, and I expect the same in return.
He treated Putin with respect and humiliated his own allies. And what did he get for that? Nothing. Nada. Zip. Putin ran circles around him. He gave Putin a stage to air his grievances, and then Putin left. It was like a lunch for Putin. He just went to lunch because he flew from Russia to Alaska, which is a couple of minutes. That is like a dog coming into another dog's yard and peeing on it and then walking away. It's like a show of dominance. And MAGA is thinking that's some kind of 3D chess. Putin dominated Trump, and the critics were right. Trump knew nothing back then, and he knows nothing now.
And then, of course, the B-2 bomber coming across, amazing, great flex by Trump. Like, we're still the United States of America. Like, you saw what we did to Iran, right? We're not afraid to drop a couple bombs, and we're not afraid of military conflicts. So don't try to scare us like your other guy, Medvedev, tried to do a couple times, getting a little mouthy over the past 30 days and like, oh, we're going to move nukes nearby. Okay, you're not doing that.
For one, Russia is not Iran. And two, the U.S. bombing of the Iranian nuclear facilities, as we know now, caused minimal damage to the Iranian nuclear program and was a complete waste of money. It was a tactical disaster because not only did we lose the nuclear watchdog, it did not destroy the Iranian nuclear program. His macho tactics with Putin did not work. And now they know that.
And then smiles and glad handing and appropriate like handshaking and hand on the back kind of moments with him behind the scenes, which the cameras caught. So it was vintage Trump. This is how he does it. Everyone else can just take a seat. Are you president? No, there's a reason for that. Stop it.
Now, here is what she said about it during the Biden administration.
The even bigger news, in addition to canceling billions of dollars in debt that they owe us, is the fact that the Biden administration authorized Ukraine to fire U.S.-made and supplied missiles deeper into Russia, following months of lobbying from Ukraine, which has the Russians apoplectic, saying this could lead to World War III. Now, a lot of people want to just dismiss that as empty rhetoric. I know you don't think we should. I agree with you.
But when it comes to Trump, we're supposed to stay quiet while he changes his positions, or as she calls it, evolves. And when Trump evolves, she does not seem to worry about World War III or nuclear annihilation anymore. She does not want us to criticize Trump simply because he is the president. But it was okay to criticize Biden. Let's continue.
My mom graduated from high school in 1959. I graduated from high school in 1988. And for various reasons, I think her generation and my generation feared the Russians, right? That during my generation, it was the Cold War, and even had these duck and cover drills in school. We were so worried about a nuclear standoff or conflict with Russia. Today, people are out Christmas shopping. They're debating Trump's cabinet picks. They're getting ready for Thanksgiving. No one's treating this like we treated what arguably was a far less provocative situation in the Cold War. Like, we're actually engaged in a hot war right now with Russia in Ukraine, but we're ignoring it, and it's escalating.
See, and that's a job of one, really, right? Because the commander-in-chief is going to have to make a lot of these calls that are going to get people killed. His goal is to stop killing people and to save lives, which is really laudable. So I think Trump is making his own decisions on Israel. I think Trump is very pro-Israel, very pro-Israel. And I would say Trump and I have the same position when it comes to Israel. We're on Israel's side. However, having said that, Trump said this a year ago and I said this thereafter. It's time to wrap it up. It's time. It's been too long, and Israel is losing the support of its closest ally and most important ally in the world, and that's us. They've already lost the Dems. They've lost the independents. They've lost Republicans under 30, and they're starting to etch away at Republicans over 30. And that can't happen if Israel wants to maintain its standing in the world. So that's my view.
Real fast, quick follow-up. Thank you. Do you think rich billionaire Jews or the Israeli government influences American politics?
Did you say rich billionaire Jews? Yes. Whoa. I don't like when people call Jewish people Jews after the word billionaire. It sounds kind of uncomfortable.
Of course, it makes her uncomfortable because they are her friends. Friends don't criticize friends when friends are committing genocide. You have to remember that Megyn Kelly is friends with Bill Ackman and has invited him several times to her show. So she wants that Jewish money so she can replace Charlie Kirk. Her position on Israel has never been clear. So when she saw Tucker Carlson and Candace Owen getting more support because they changed on their policies on Israel, and Charlie Kirk was also changing as well. That was when Megyn Kelly started becoming shaky because she wanted that support. She wanted to be the queen of MAGA. But now that Charlie has passed and the Jewish billionaire donor class are looking for who to throw their weight on, she wants it to be her. So she's trying to align with Trump as much as possible.
Makes me feel uncomfortable. Hell, why not? If you're a rich billionaire, whether you're a Jew or you're a Christian, you're a Muslim, why wouldn't you try to exert your influence? I mean, that's what they all do. They all try to buy the president. All of them. One of the reasons Trump got elected was because he had independent money and he promised us that he wasn't loyal to anybody except for us, and we believed that promise. And so far, I feel like he's done pretty well on it.
And it will shock her that Trump has not kept any of the promise he made. The promise he made on inflation, the promise he made to American farmers. Now he wants socialism for farmers. He said he was going to end the Ukraine war in 24 hours. And now he wants Ukraine to go on the offensive and invade Russia and take Russian lands. On the economy is terrible. And on the international front, Benjamin Netanyahu is running our international policy. And even Trump is afraid to criticize him in public. Now think about it. The biggest American military base in the Middle East is not in Israel. It's in Qatar. So Qatar is our strategic allies, our biggest strategic allies in the Middle East. And the reason why they want the United States there is for protection from everybody but Israel. So Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, strike Qatar, our ally, and all Trump had to say to the Arab leader, which those Arab leaders are sheeps anyway, is a promise that it will never happen again. Of course, Saudi Arabia has lost faith in America controlling Israel. So now they're aligning with Pakistan, which basically means aligning with Russia because Pakistani military equipment, most of it are from China, all because of an insignificant strike that it didn't even gain any tactical objective. And the other day, Benjamin Netanyahu came out and threatened China. And going by how Trump is responding to Benjamin Netanyahu, we might go to nuclear war because of Benjamin Netanyahu, because Trump is a stooge. Quite unfortunate. Yet people like Megyn Kelly would not say anything about that because she's afraid of Trump. She don't want to go to war with Trump again because the last time she went to war with Trump when she was working at Fox, he ended badly for her and almost ruined her career. She had to get on her knees at Mar-a-Lago to revive her career. So she's a total tool and cannot be trusted. But you know MAGA, most of them are incels and they will believe anything a skirt with a blonde hair tells them because she's just telling them what they want to hear. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you on my next video.